Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. And today's class, we are going to have food together. So let's have food together. Food helps us to grow, it gives us energy to do work, and it keeps us healthy, right? So, why do we need food? We cannot live without food. So we need food to live, to grow, to have energy, to work, to play, to keep ourselves healthy. We need food for everything for and every day. Eating together spreads love and affection and makes the bond strong that exists among us. So, you must have heard of one saying, a family who eats together stays together. So when we eat food together, it is not just a food. It spreads a lot of joy, love, and together when you are in school also, you eat lunch with your friends together. You share your lunch with each other. You see what other mothers have cooked for their children and what your mother has cooked for you, and you share food with each other. So the food which is there in our plate, which we relish every day on our dining tables, which we relish every day in our lunch boxes, where does this food come from? Who grows this food? How does this come on our plates? So, food travels a long distance before it reaches to us. The food we get from crops. So, crops means plants. The food that we get from the crops is grown by the farmers. The farmers, they work very hard on the field to grow crops. So, we should actually say thanks to, we should pay our gratitude to the farmers, because whenever we eat food, that food is coming when the farmers are growing them in the fields. Plants that grow over a large area are called crops, and the process of growing crops on a field is called cultivation. So when these crops, they grow in a large field, and these crops are actually grown to sell them in the markets so that they can reach us, it is called cultivation of crops. To grow crops, first the soil is plowed with a plow or a tractor before sowing the seed. So we all know that a plant grows from a seed, but before the seed is being sown in the ground is being plowed with the plow or with the help of tractors. Okay, and then a lot of fertilizers and manures are being added to the soil to make it very fertile, so that the seed gets all the nutrition and healthy crops can be cultivated, the healthy crops can be grown. So after the soil is ready, the farmer selects the seed of the plant suitable for a particular season. So there is a season for every plant to grow. Okay, not every crop grows in every season. There are seasons. In rainy season, particular type of crops grow. In winter season, the green leafy vegetable, these kind of crops grow. Then in summer season, crops which has a lot of water in it, that kind of crops grow, like watermelon and the bottle gourd, all these kind of crops. So they choose the seed according to the particular season. He then sows them in the soil gradually, and the seeds grow in the small saplings, that is, the small plants grow. And when they are being regularly watered, when they are being regularly taken care of, big crops come, it becomes the big crops, the big plants, and then they are being harvested, they are being cut. So the seeds grow into saplings and then into crops. Many weeds also grow along with the crops. Now, what are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants which grow with the crops, and if these weeds are not being taken off, the weeds take all the nutrition, they share the nutrition of the main crops, and the crops become weak. So farmer remove the weeds and irrigate the crops. Irrigate the crops means they water the crops at regular intervals of time. Farmer uses fertilizers to improve the crops on the fields. They spray insecticide and pesticide to protect the crops from pests, diseases, and insects. Just like we take medicines, plants also require medicines, and these medicines are the pesticides and the insecticides, which avoid the pest and the insects from attacking the plants. After some days, when the crops are ripe, they are harvested. Grains like cereals and pulses are packed in gunny bags, and food stuff like fruits and vegetables are packed in boxes, and they are made up of cardboard or wood. Now, after harvesting the crops, they reach to the market. Crops reach to the market, the packed food brought to the wholesale markets, and these wholesale markets are called mandis, and it is being done by trucks, trains, and tractors. Then the vegetables and the fruit vendors reach the mandi very early in the morning, and they buy the products in bulk. They carry to the local markets and sell them to the retailers, and then we buy these food items from the retailers. Now, the food that we get from plants. There are food which we get from plants, and it is divided amongst many groups. We get cereal, pulses, fruits, vegetables, oils. All these things we get from plants. Cereals, they are also known as grains of the plants. It includes rice, oats, barley, etc. Rice is a staple food of our India. Cereals are very rich source of carbohydrates and dietary fiber. India is the second larger producer of rice after China. So these are the cereals, and in most of the Indian households, cereals or grains are mostly consumed in large quantities. Then comes the pulses, and they are rich in protein. It helps our body to grow. It includes moong, urad, rajma, tur dal, tur pulses. India is the largest consumer as well as producer of pulses. So these are the so many pulses, colorful pulses, which are being produced and consumed in India, and pulses are also being exported. Spices, sub spices, that means masale. Spices add flavor, aroma, taste, very good fragrance to our food. Some spices like turmeric and cinnamon also have medicinal value. So when there is a sore throat, when there is cough, cold, we consume turmeric, and our grandmothers give us haldi milk, turmeric milk. Spices includes chili, turmeric, clove, oregano, cumin, cinnamon, etc. In Indian households, no food, no meal is complete without using these spices. India is famous for its spices. Okay, so name few fruits and vegetables which you like to eat daily. For me, I really like to eat ladyfinger and watermelon, mango, carrots, peas. So I'm really fond of vegetables and fruits. Write the name of each cereal and pulses. So in cereals, you can write wheat, barley, rice, etc. In pulses, you can write rajma, gram, tur pulse, moong pulse, etc. Now comes the fruits and vegetables that we get from the plant. Fruits and vegetables, they are rich in vitamins and minerals and other nutrients, and large number of fruits and vegetables are grown in India. India is the largest producer of fruits and vegetables in the world. So, see, India is the largest producer of fruits and vegetables. India is the largest producer of pulses. So, see how lucky we are to be born in India. Eating an apple is a more reliable method of staying awake than consumption of cup of coffee, because eating an apple also, it gives us a lot of nutrition. Then the oil seeds. Oil is also, we get oil from the seeds of the various plants like sunflower oil, mustard oil, ground oil, olive oil. All these oils, it comes from the seeds of the plants. So oil is one of the most important ingredients of cooking. It includes mustard, groundnut, sesame and sunflower oil. Okay, so community eating and its importance. So, why do people eat in community, and what is the importance of eating together? And why should not we eat alone? Why should we eat in groups? Why should we eat in community? So, when in large quantities food is cooked and a large number of people eat together, it is called community eating. Okay, if for example, festivals like Durga Puja, Eid, Onam, Bihu, entire community eats together. In community eating, people of all ages and groups, they come together from different section of the society and they enjoy meal together. Langar. So langar is being served in Gurudwara. This is a free meal which is being cooked in Gurudwara and people are being served with langar when they go to Gurudwara. So a langar is a Gurudwara and it is also a community meal which is served for free to all the people. It was started by Guru Amar Das. Guru Amar Das. People from different caste and communities, they sit on the floor mats called daris and they eat food on disposable plates made up of dried leaves called pattals. Langar is the best example of showing equality among people. In schools, midday meal scheme has been introduced by the government. And what is the importance of midday meal? When people of different caste, community, religion, they come together from different sections of the society, they come together to study in school, they are being served with the same kind of food in school and it increases the harmony, equality among the children. Otherwise, earlier, some children used to bring very good food, some children didn't bring that healthy or nutritious food from their houses, and it led to a lot of discrimination among children. So, midday meal is a very good initiative, an excellent initiative by the government to check the nutritional value of food in growing children, in school children, and to increase equality among the children. Midday meal scheme is a school meal program introduced by Government of India. Importance of this scheme is to ensure children reduce school dropout. So previously what used to happen when there was no midday meal, there the families who were very poor, they did not send their children to school just because they did not have enough money to send food along with the children, and if they were in school they used to remain hungry all day. So it reduced school dropout. They now know that if our children would go to school, they would get a midday meal there, they would get a food there. Interact and communicate with other children, attend school regularly, and they do not suffer from hunger. These are the key terms that we learned today. What is food? It helps us to grow, give energy to do work. Irrigate is to supply water to an area of land through pipes. Vendors are it's a person who sells his products. Community, all the people who live in a particular area. Also remember that we need food every day to eat. Farmers work very hard on the field to grow crops. Insecticides and pesticides used by farmers to protect the crops from pests, diseases and insects. The packed food brought to the wholesale market are called mandis. We get cereals, pulses, spices, fruits, and vegetable oil seeds from plants. When a large number of people eat together, it is called community eating. Midday meal scheme is a school meal program introduced by Government of India. Let's complete this exercise and see what have we learned today. You have to choose the correct option. Which of these does not belong to the group of spices? Groundnut. What kind of crops are rajma and tur? These are the pulses. Dash crop is also called staple food for our India, rice. What is the first step of farming? It's plowing. Dash scheme provide freshly cooked hot meal to children, midday meal. Take the correct statements and cross out the wrong ones. Food travels a short distance before it reaches to us. No. Cereal, pulses, fruits, vegetables we get from plants. A langar is Gurudwara. A langar in Gurudwara is a community meal. Midday meal scheme increase school dropout. No. Food gives us energy. That's correct. Answer the following questions in your notebook yourself. We can discuss over here in short. What is crop? When a plant is being grown in a larger area, that is called a crop. What are the two methods of plowing the field? It is being done through a plow or through tractors. Why should we eat fruits and vegetables? Because it has a lot of minerals and vitamins and it keeps the diseases away. Why do we add spices to our food? To increase the taste and aroma of the food. Also, some of the spices have excellent medicinal properties like cinnamon and turmeric. What are community meals? The meals eaten together by the whole community, that is the people living in a particular area. It is called community meal. Why was the midday meal scheme introduced? To reduce the school dropout, to increase equality amongst the children, to increase harmony amongst the children, also for children not to feel hungry and their nutritional value can be met. Now, these are some fun-based questions that you can do yourself with your family, with your friends, and have fun with the lesson. So you have to make a beautiful and colorful project on the variety of spices you add in your food. Just ask your mother which all spices does she add to the food when she cooks it. So you can collect pictures of these spices and write its uses and make a project on it. Arrange a food tasting session where students can try different foods while learning about their origins. Create a small informational card with the names of dishes and their countries of origin. So you can bring different food items, children can taste it and you can discuss about its origin, that this particular dish belongs to which country or which state, and talk about it. If possible, start a house garden. Grow small plants or herbs at your home like coriander or mint leaves, tulsi leaves, all these you can grow at your house and you can learn the benefit of fresh produced herbs and plants. Imagine that you are planning a special meal with your friends and family and your task is to create a menu for this meal. Choose a theme for your meal, like whether it's a holiday meal or a festival meal or a birthday party, and then decide the dishes that you will serve in that meal. Then write down the name of the dishes and draw or paste the pictures of them, and also write the ingredients that are going to be used while preparing all those dishes. So that's all in this chapter, and I hope you have learned a lot about the hard work of the farmers that they do to bring the food from the farms to our plate. So keep learning, keep shining. Bye bye.